Suddenly, Tiger drove into the big stadium on his power bike, BMW power bike, 4 exhausts, 16 valves, heavy machine. He cruised in, only to see 8 legs. He parked and he came down. 8 legs. See who is here. So, Tiger, 8 legs. So what are you doing here? 8 legs. I was about to ask you same question. Tiger, what are you doing here? Tiger, this should be a top secret. I wonder how you got to get the message. 8 legs, get the message. It's you that is confused. We are in the same family. How do you mean? Tiger asked. Well, welcome to the team. To the team? 8 legs. General sent me a text last night, and I believe he sent to you too. So what? 8 legs asked. Suddenly, a truck filled with arms drove into the stadium too. Timber was driving it with go right in front of the seat. Not even looking happy. They drove in and parked. But as they were driving in, 3 SUV followed and also parked. General Madoka came out and the 4 soldiers stood at attention. General Madoka, at ease, soldiers, I have a job for you. You must have to find Ebeku, dead or alive. The king wants him. Understood? And the team said, yes, sir. Any question? Go. Yes, General, sir. But how do we have the blessings for the sweating? General, excuse me, soldier? General, most of us are passing through some hard times these days. How do you help bless us at the end of this mission? Because I'm definitely sure Dr. Seven is backing Ebeku up right now. How did you get your information, soldier? Sir, I have intel. In fact, locating Ebeku will not be so much a hard job. Good. General replied, you all will be promoted and have total access to whatever you want in the kingdom of stones. The king needs Ebeku dead or alive to stop him from the churches and hypnotizing people, lying and stealing from people, to acquire wealth, owning private jets, building, developing with all the money he has sapped from the people. He tried to live better than the people who he pretends to help to live better. His cousin wants him now. King Father needs him now. Understood, soldiers? And therefore answered, yes, sir. General Madoka brought out a red band and put it on Tiger's arm. Then he says, you know what this means, soldier? Yes, General, sir. Good. I believe you'll be able to lead this team because you have never disappointed me on any mission. I believe you will not disappoint me in this one. But note that this one might be an action and blood flowing activity. Do it the best way to get my soldiers back here alive. Do you understand me? Yes, General, sir. At ease. But the General, any more question, team? 8 legs. So what do we call this team? Why do we need a name? Call them the Invisible Four. Because I want you all to be invisible. Exactly what Ebeku says that the Bible can be able to do. I want you all to do it. I name you the Invisible Four. Now get yourself prepared. You are leaving tonight, hunting Ebeku or anyone that tries to stop you from getting Ebeku to the king. Understood, soldiers? Yes, General, sir. Good. Then he entered the SUV and they turned and left. Efula came out from his office and walked straight to Sekem. Sekem, I need you to open ICHENCHEKU command. Ask the fisher to fish out all the illegal cash of the Kingdom of Stone stock in banks all over the world. Sekem, yes sir, that will be done immediately. Sir, the fisher is loading on 120 seconds. We have 60 seconds to go, sir. Done. Here we have in one of the banks, the fisher found 3 accounts heavily loaded with Kingdom of Stones fund. One is Peppermint Bank. The Peppermint Bank is handling $999 trillion. This is in America, the Peppermint Bank. Another bank is Blu-ray Bank. The Blu-ray Bank is securing 999 trillion euro, as well as Bubblegum Bank, who is securing 999 trillion of money from the Kingdom of Stone. This is greed, and the machine is still searching, sir. Efula, that is good result. Nzenze, I guess this is time for you to connect all the Nkodo tribes all over the world. They have work to do now. The cash has to be delivered physically. It will be loaded in container and shipped through Abbey Village. So, you have 120 seconds to submit the network and get them active. Nsense, quickly. Yes sir, I'm on it now, sir. We have 48 hours to ship in that cash. But we still need defense because the FBI and the CIA might decide to work against this rule and order. But we overwrite it immediately with my Nkodo brothers. That is not going to be a problem. Run the program, ICHENCHEKU brothers, right now. Right there in the Dark Kingdom, Dr. Seven and his son Hakim, the high priest to the Dark World, are performing their ritual. Ba-da-dum dum dum, ba-da-dum dum bum, ba-da-dum dum dum, ba-da-dum dum. The people are still. Dr. Seven and Hakim will sing again. Ba-da-dum dum dum, ba-da-dum dum dum, ba-da-dum dum dum, ba-da-dum dum dum, and the people will respond. Suddenly, the executioner who was tying a little girl on the altar stabbed the little girl in the chest to death, and blood gushed out, and the group screamed, Suddenly the door opened and Ebeku dropped in. Ebeku staggered right straight to the altar and fell down with his 2 knees on the ground. Scream. Dark world, I need your help. I need your protection, dark world. Dr. Seven turned around. Ebeku, so what happened to your power book and the power content in the book? Is it exhausted or the ink have left the book? This is not what you think it is, Seven. This is beyond what you imagine. This is a skill white man has created for us to acquire wealth and unite people. That is the basic reason for this. Riches. Dr. Seven said. Interesting. I was thinking it was a weapon of mass collection. I see you are doing good, building a lot of churches all over the kingdom of stones and beyond. But I also know behind me you collect some few powers from Hakim, from the dark world. But I never wanted to interfere because my son was involved. But now you come to me demanding help for protection from your cousin, the king, father, who is my worst enemy. I will protect you, but that will cost you. Anything, Dr. Seven, anything, mention it, anything. I need 200 drums of blood from virgins only. And I promise you, you will be replaced on that seat in no time. Thank you, Seven. That will be no problem. I will make sure that is done immediately. I really need this help. Thank you, Seven. And the group screamed. Dr. Seven covered his face and started again. And the people scream.
Go. I have a little clue on how we can get to Ebeku, guys. My friend's wife has been looking for a baby for many years now. She could not conceive, even once. She went to Ebeku after being introduced by her best friend. And Ebeku promised her she was going to get pregnant. And in fact, Ebeku had to sleep with her on several occasions, telling her husband has been impotent, not able to procreate. In fact, that her husband was suffering from diabetes. 2 months after all this, the woman got pregnant. Now, she goes for her antenatal in Reverend Ebeku's house to keep the baby fit and strong. She has another appointment with him tonight as the routine of antenatalhood. She's expected to be there in a few hours' time. Maybe I will have to call her to find out the exact time she is supposed to be with Ebeku today. Tiger. Exactly. Go. Please put a call to her immediately and find out when the next appointment is going to be, location and time, so we can put ourselves together ready for the action. I see you guys has almost all the equipment needed in the truck. Go and timber. That is a plus to this assignment. Then go drop the call. We should be there before 30 minutes, before the point girl gets there. Go. Finished. Timber. What if we mistakenly kill him? Remember, Ebeku is from the royal blood, a cousin to the king. Tiger, you have an assignment, soldier, and this is a command. We deliver. We don't think. We react to commands. You better react to this command. Tiger, Meanwhile, if Ebeku mistakenly gets killed in this event, we take his body to the king. More questions, soldiers? Go. She will be there in 45 minutes. So I suggest we get there before 30 minutes. So we'll understand the environment and get ourselves properly prepared for this event. Tiger. Then we must have our time rolling on a very high speed by now for us to meet up. 8 legs. I have few words always for the world. Make this moment the show time. Unforgettable time. Make this moment the able time, because you will never find any able time after this time. Don't forget. Tiger. Okay, 8 legs. I got that. Always get that. Real deep talk there, brother. Please tell me more about that super book. I just figured out it was Efula that wrote this book. Now the book is getting more and more interesting. I need to understand more into this book in the church as we roll. 8 legs. Sure, bro. Will be my pleasure. I personally decided not to inform you it was Efula that wrote the book. Well, that is exactly part of the things that have made Efula great in the Kingdom of Stone. To continue on this book in the church, I would like you to listen very closely.